What is up and welcome to this Miss Marvel video. It's a bit late, but life. We will be discussing the post-credits scene and just what that means. And oh yeah, Kamala is a mutant. Now, in my opinion, this does make sense, as way back in 2014, 2015, the MCU was well on its way to sheer domination of comic book movies, just like it has now. Marvel hated, or at least Disney hated, the idea that if they put out an X-Men or Fantastic Four book, that it would technically be promoting Fox movies, as Disney Marvel did not actually have the rights to those movies. As such, Inhumans were pushed as the replacement for X-Men, and even Fantastic Four's title ended post-2015 Secret Wars, and they had no ongoing book. Inhumans' population was greatly expanded, with the Terrigen Mists being sent into the atmosphere by Black Bolt, and thus Miss Marvel became the poster child for mutant erasure. Kind of literally, as the Terrigen Mists killed any mutant it came into contact with. See like the Death of X arc for this. It was a dark time, it was a terrible time, and now we are seeing somewhat of a course correction. As personally, I really hate the Inhumans books. They're boring, uninspired, and just a real shadow of what X-Men can actually be. Now, Kamala has become a mutant in the MCU, so I hope that explains why they are changing this up. I have said on this channel that she might get her powers later, and even tweeted months and months ago she could be a mutant, which I think is a smart decision, as not only do people, the wider public, know the mutants more, but the Inhumans were atrocious in the MCU in that show, even if you can count that in the MCU. Perhaps the mutants do actually exist in the 616, but are deep in hiding, and Xavier's School was actually for once a good cover for the X-Men, who go out and do missions in secret and save the world like a sort of mutant kingdom. What next? Well, I don't know, but I'm very excited. But on to the main part of the video, the explanation of that post-credits scene, as it is on the surface very, very weird. Here we see Kamala's bangle flash, and then she swaps places with Carol, who has her own wrist devices. In the comics, Marvel, the OG Marvel, gets nega bands, that's N-E-G-A, November Echo Golf Alpha, but they trapped him in the negative zone and could only get out when he had a vision of Rick Jones, who found another pair in the real world. That seems to be what is happening here, and the MCU has led some clues so far. In Shang-Chi, we saw Carol asked to help identify the 10 rings, their origin, and what the signal it's sending was all about before dipping. In a flashback, we saw the bangle be found and the 10 rings logo was there. This hints that possibly Wenwu went searching for other devices like his, and Shang-Chi the movie never told us where they were actually found, so there could be more like them. So one can assume that Carol, with her new suit and really cool new hair, has found the bangles or some other pair of bangles in another location, not knowing they were linked to Kamala's. Of course, that's pure speculation, and I hope it involves Shang-Chi, as that's my favourite Phase 4 movie. Considering Kamala will return in the Marvels, I expect that the story will feature Carol and Monica working out a way to get Kamala back. But that is it for this video, just a short one here for you. Do drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe with notifications on if you want more from us. I'll see you soon, and goodbye.